90 crore voters, one of the biggest elections of the world, and the counting takes place on May 23rd, 2019. Here is a step-by-step description of how the counting would take place on May 23rd. A parliamentary constituency often has 6 to 7 assembly constituencies. For example, Telangana has 119 assembly seats and only 17 parliamentary constituencies. The assembly constituencies are the fundamental unit for conducting election and the counting. The responsibility of conducting the counting and the election of each and every assembly constituency is upon the assistant returning officer. The counting starts sharp at 8 a.m. Before this, the strong room where the EVMs are kept are opened in the presence of all political parties. The counting is done in a large hall which consists of 14 counting tables. Each political party assigns a counting agent assigned to that particular table. Moreover, the polling staff who are assigned to do the counting are selected randomly. To ensure complete transparency, a micro-observer is also appointed by the Election Commission of India to oversee the entire process, who is often a bank official or an LIC employee. Let's say an assembly constituency has 280 polling stations. Hence, the number of rounds required for completing the counting will be 280 divided by the 14 tables we just spoke of, that is 20 rounds. In the first round, the counting for the polling station number 1 to 20 would be done. The counting of the votes is done through the EVM machines, and the votes polled are stored in a machine known as the control unit. This control unit has a button known as the result button. On pressing this button, we get the number of votes which have been polled in favor of each candidate who have been in the fray for this election. The time taken to display the results is approximately 2 to 3 minutes. However, there are lots of checks and balances which have been put in place by the Election Commission of India before the results are announced. Number 1. Whether the machine number of control unit tallies with the number given to political parties before polling. Number 2. Are the seats on the machines intact or not? Number 3. Whether the total number of votes in the machine is equal to the number of votes written on the Form 17C. Before this, we need to understand what is exactly Form 17C. It is a form given to the political parties after the polling by the president officer containing important deals like number of votes, seals, etc. Generally, 2 to 3 rounds of counting happens in 1 hour. Hence, in total 6 to 7 hours, our complete assembly constituency is completed in the scale of counting. Now comes the important bit. After the completion of counting, 5 polling stations, and this is as per the latest Supreme Court verdict, would be selected by the political parties, and the counting of VVPAT slips are done for that polling stations. Counting of VVPAT slips is a time-consuming process and can easily take 1 hour per polling station. Hence, we definitely look at a possible delay of declaring the election results if compared to the 2014 one. The counting of the VVPAT slips is also done in cases where the control unit encounters some minor error and result cannot be retrieved from the control unit, or there is a difference in the vote shown in the control unit and the vote mentioned in Form 17C. This situation arises when the presiding officer forgets to clear the mock poll votes from the machine. The result counting might take only a few hours, but the checks and balances is the one which takes the maximum amount of time. So now, when we know exactly how the counting would take place, it is only a matter of time for us to know who aces elections 2019.